You ever notice how running through Valheim's world feels the same whether you're on dirt, snow, or cobblestone? Well, not anymore. With this mod, the ground itself fights back, or helps you, depends on where you're walking. This is useful paths, and it makes every step in Valheim matter. Hey everyone, I'm Alice, and welcome back to Mod Watch, the series where we dive into the clever, creative, and sometimes downright chaotic mods that reshape the games we love. Today we're checking out something subtle but surprisingly game-changing, Useful Paths by Rusty's Mods. It doesn't add weapons, monsters, or magic. Instead, it changes the rules of movement itself, turning Valheim's terrain into a living part of the gameplay loop. At its core, Useful Paths does one thing: it gives terrain meaning. The mod applies a smart status effect to your character that constantly checks what kind of ground you're walking on, whether it's paved, cultivated, dirt, snow, mud, wood, stone, or metal, and adjusts your stats accordingly. Depending on where you step, your speed, jump height, stamina, and carry weight will change dynamically. It's a simple idea that it makes the world feel instantly more alive and much more believable. So how exactly does this work? Wherever your character moves, the plugin detects the surface type underneath your feet. That surface then triggers a unique terrain profile that modifies your stats. While the default mod gives you the ability to modify things, I'd like to offer suggestions of previous mods that I've played with similar mechanics and how I see the different paths impacting your playthrough. Paved stones should make you move faster, waste much less stamina, and even let you carry more. Cultivated soil gives you moderate boosts, handy for farming or light travel. Dirt should remain neutral, the default terrain for most of your journey. Snow drains stamina much faster and reduces jump height. Mud, however, is the worst offender. It slows you down, drains your stamina, and cuts your carry weight. It should make you exhausted. Wood, like floors and docks, provides steady footing, but not much speed. Stone adds a touch of stability. You'll move a little smoother on it. Metal, like reinforced platforms or crafted bases, gives you a firm surface for construction zones. So in my opinion, jumping, sprinting, it should all be affected pretty nicely. It's all handled through a single background status effect that updates consistently. Lightweight, performance friendly, and surprisingly elegant. The cool part is, Useful Path makes the world itself part of your strategy. Suddenly, building paved roads between your base and the Black Forest isn't just cosmetic, it's worth it. You'll travel faster, carry more loot, and save stamina. Mud, snow, and rough terrain, they now become genuine obstacles that you'll want to plan around, maybe even build raised walkways or stone bridges to make the journey easier. It's a small tweak that completely changes how you think about movement, exploration, and even base logistics. In vanilla Valheim, the ground is just there. With Useful Paths, the ground matters. If you tried movement or realism mods before, like immersive movement, player movement tweaks, or even Valheim Plus's configuration-based speed modifiers, you might notice something a little different here. Most of those apply global changes. They make you faster, slower, or adjust stamina across the board. Useful Paths, however, is contextual. It reacts to the environment dynamically, like your Viking is actually feeling the ground beneath their feet. That's what sets it apart. It doesn't change the rules of movement, it changes the relationship between the player and the world. This mod shines in survival-focused playthroughs or servers with progression balance. If you're hauling ore from a mountain mine, you'll feel the weight difference trudging through snow. But pave that path or reinforce it with stone, and suddenly your carry weight increases and your stamina lasts longer. You'll start thinking like a real Viking engineer, carving infrastructure into the land because it actually pays off. Sorry, I was imagining you guys wearing glasses. Useful Paths reward effort, planning, and exploration, all the things that Valheim arguably is part of. This mod is absolutely fully configurable, and I would recommend that every player who does decide to play with this mod sit down and configure it the way that they want. In the config file, you can tweak the speed multiplier, stamina costs, carry weight modifiers, and jump penalties for each terrain type. So if you want to make snow absolutely brutal or turn paved roads into near magical highways, you can. Or if you just want a little bit more subtle realism, a 10% difference here and there, that's totally possible too. It's flexible enough for both hardcore survival servers and casual co-op worlds. Since it runs as a simple terrain check with single player effect, it's incredibly lightweight. It doesn't rely on heavy scripts or visual assets, so it won't tank performance, and it's compatible with Valheim Plus, Odin Plus, and other biome expanding mods, so long as their terrain follows the base surface definitions. And if you're using custom map mods or terrain editors, Useful Paths will still recognize most surfaces thanks to its detection system. Useful Paths is one of those rare mods that doesn't scream for attention, it quietly changes how you feel about the game. Every road you pave, every muddy swamp you avoid, every mountain path you carve, it all becomes a meaningful choice. It's not flashy, it's not overpowered, but it grounds Valheim in a real way that few mods do. Literally. So next time you take that long trek through the meadows, look down, because the path beneath your feet just got a whole lot more useful. If you enjoyed this showcase, hit the like button. It lets me know that I'm on the right track. If you want to see more mod coverage or creative content from across the gaming multiverse, subscribe, ring the bell, and never miss another video. If you want to support the channel directly, consider becoming a channel member. Every bit helps keep Mod Watch going strong. If you don't have any money to support me, that's also okay. On screen now is the new YouTube hype feature on mobile. If you have the time, hype the video on mobile, as it helps me push my content out to a wider audience. And hey, if you want to chat mods, get sneak previews, or hang out with other modding fans, my Discord link is down in the description. You guys are always welcome. I'm Atlas, this has been Mod Watch. I will see you guys real soon.